Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a witch who was rumored to have the ability to steal the souls of children. The witch lived in a dark and foreboding castle that sat atop a hill overlooking the village. The villagers lived in fear of the witch, but no one dared to go near her castle, for fear of what might happen if they did. One day, a young prince named Max heard about the witch and her powers. Max was brave and daring, and he didn't believe the stories about the witch. He decided to confront the witch and put an end to her evil ways once and for all. Max set out on his journey, determined to find the witch's castle and put an end to her evil ways. Max had heard that the witch lived in the dark and foreboding castle that sat atop a hill overlooking the village. Horse to the top of the hill, and there he saw the witch's castle. Max dismounted from his horse and approached the castle, his sword at the ready. As Max entered the castle, he felt a chill run down his spine. The castle was dark and eerie, with cobwebs hanging from the walls and strange, unearthly noises coming from the shadows. Max cautiously made his way through the castle, or any sign of the witch. Finally, Max came to a large room with a throne in the center. There, he saw the witch, sitting on a throne with a wicked smile on her face. The witch had a long nose, a crooked back, and a pointy hat that sat atop her head. Max raised his sword and stepped forward, determined to put an end to the witch's evil ways once and for all. But the witch was not easily defeated. She raised her hand, and a bolt of lightning shot out, striking Max and knocking him to the ground. Max tried to get up, but he was too weak. The witch walked over to him, and as she did, she began to glow with a strange, green light. Max realized too late that the witch was about to steal his soul. Just then, there was a flash of light, and a fairy appeared. The fairy was small and delicate, with wings like a butterfly and a halo of light that surrounded her. She flew over to Max and placed her hand on his forehead. "Do not fear, brave prince," said the fairy. "I am here to help you." The fairy used her magic to restore Max's strength, and he stood up, ready to face the witch once again. The witch was angry and frustrated, but Max was not afraid. He raised his sword and charged at the witch, determined to put an end to her evil ways. The witch and Max battled back and forth, exchanging blows with their magic and their swords. Max was determined to defeat the witch, but she was too powerful. Just as Max was about to give up, the fairy appeared once again. "Max," said the fairy, "I have a plan. Use your sword to strike the witch's heart. It is the source of her power." Max did as the fairy instructed, and with a mighty blow, he struck the witch's hat. The hat shattered into a million pieces, and the witch's power was destroyed. The witch screamed in rage, and then she vanished, leaving Max victorious. Max emerged from the castle a hero, and the villagers cheered as he rode down the hill. Max had saved the kingdom from the witch who stole children's souls, and he had proven that bravery and determination can conquer even the most evil of creatures. From that day forward, the kingdom was a much safer place. No longer did the villagers live in fear of the witch who stole children's souls. Max was hailed as a hero, and his name became known throughout the land. Years passed, and Max grew old and grey. He lived a long and happy life, surrounded by his family and loved ones. He never forgot the witch who stole children's souls, and he always remembered the fairy who had helped him defeat her. One day, Max was sitting by the fire, telling his grandchildren the story of his great adventure. As he finished the tale, he looked up and saw the fairy, now an old woman, sitting in the corner of the room. "Thank you, Max," said the fairy. "Your bravery and determination will never be forgotten." Max smiled, knowing that the kingdom would always be a safer place because of his bravery. And from that day forward, the story of the witch who stole children's souls became a classic fairy tale, told for generations to come. In the end, Max lived a long and happy life, and the kingdom lived in peace. Prosperity. Whenever someone told the story of the witch who stole children's souls, they would always remember Max, the brave prince who defeated her and brought peace to the kingdom.